evening, everyone. Welcome back to Fox 23 News. I'm Nicole Menner. It was officially announced today that the Southern Miss Appalachian State game will not be rescheduled. With the unexpected bye week, Jay Hopson and the Golden Eagles were given extra time to prep for their first conference game of the season as Rice University comes to town on Saturday. Here's Coach with a preview of the Owls.
I said it last week or 2 weeks ago and the week before, another good football team, really good football team coming to town. They're a football team, again, that gives you a lot of different looks, a lot of different personnel groupings. I think they're a football team that's well coached, plays hard. Again, offensively and defensively, they're a football team that, again, has our utmost respect, and we know it's going to be a full-quarter game and big battle.
And in some other Southern Miss news, the football team is losing one of their top running backs as T-Rod Daniels announced via Twitter that he'll miss the remainder of his senior season in transfer in December. This is due to the new NCAA rule that allows players to play 4 games in a season without wasting a redshirt or losing a year of eligibility. His statement is shown here, where he thanks his teammates and the Southern Miss community while saying he plans to pursue his dream at another university. The Mississippi State Bulldogs are off to a 3-0 start to the year and open up SEC play this Saturday when they face Kentucky. But the Bulldogs will be without their veteran defensive back when they head to Lexington. Things start in the backfield. Kylan Hill considered day-to-day with a lower body injury, but the same can't be said about Jamal Peters, who was injured on this play Saturday. Coach Moorhead listed him as week-to-week and spoke of how the young guys in the secondary stepped up in Peters' absence and what they'll have to do this coming week.
No, I thought they did a good job. Coach Buck does a good job, during the course of the week, getting those guys work at field and boundary corner. And they did a good job of run support too. So I think it's not just the guys that had to replace Jamal because of the injury, but because it was one of the games we had earmarked to get a bunch of the young guys in. I thought because of the nature of the game and the score, it was good to see those young corners get in and a bunch of guys across the board get in and get some playing time.
A sloppy Sunday in New Orleans resulted in a win for the Saints over the Browns. Cleveland held the Saints to just 3 points until the fourth quarter, and if it weren't for the Browns' 4 missed kicks, the Saints would be sitting at 0-2 to start off the season. But despite the messy game, the team is echoing that a win is a win.
We've created a winning culture, so with a game like last week where we come in wanting to win and we lose, we were hungry for a win. We couldn't wait for this game. So, no matter how it looked, it's a W. We feel good, it is what it is. Whatever it looked like, it is what it is. We won.
You can't undervalue the value of winning. At the end of the day, it's hard to win in this league, no matter who you play. They played a really good team last week that they tied with. This was a good defense. Both organizations, we know each other, and it was a battle, and we won. So at the end of the day, we'll correct our mistakes and get better.
The New Orleans Pelicans and guard Jarrett Jack have agreed to a 1-year veteran minimum contract. Jack, who will be 35 at the beginning of this season, has averaged 11 points per game through his 13-year career. He spent last season with the New York Knicks, averaging 7.5 points, 5.5 assists in 56 starts. It'll be his 4th go-around with New Orleans. He averaged a career-best 15.5 points while spending the 2011-2012 season over in NOLA. Camp for the Pels opens next week. Basketball season rapidly approaching.
Jarrett Jack from Georgia.
It's a fun time of year, though, when they kind of start to overlap.
Everything overlaps.
Yeah.
It's crossover season, and we can just watch sports all night, every night.
It's true. I had to walk away from my TV on Sunday because I was glued to Red Zone.
Yeah,
that channel is amazing.
Sunday is just, you can't get anything productive done.
You can't. It's really hard. I was like 7 hours. It was bad.
How'd you do in fantasy? Did you win?
I dominated. Yeah.
You did. You had like 160.
I think I had the most points, actually.
I had 92 and I lost. We play each other this week, though.
Oh, it's on.
We're gonna have a little fun with that one.
Oh, yikes.